自从王源、段奥娟、欧阳娜娜等明星考入伯克利音乐学院，网上对于伯克利的水准就争论不断。于是我们采访了一些在校的外国人，来看一看这所学校到底是什么样子的。先给大家看看网上关于伯克利的谣言。
What do you think Berkeley community is?
I think the Berkeley community is really just musicians from all over the world coming together that want to learn to improve what they do. You know, everybody's at different levels, different places, but Berkeley, they all come together to get better at whatever it is that they want to do and pursue music.
I think mainly the most important thing that you get in Berkeley, it's the connections. You get to meet a lot of people, a lot of talented, interesting, creative. It shows you how the industry works, which is very important, how to promote it. It also gives you a lot of internships, help you with the connections.
Before I came to Berkeley, you know, there's this myth that if you don't play extremely well at an early age, or if you're not a prodigy, you're not going to make it. You don't have to be extremely advanced in music theory or the perspective of it to make it. And the great thing about Berkeley is that unlike a lot of these other schools, people come from all sorts of different levels. And when you come to Berkeley, you still have time to learn everything. You still have time to develop your playing, develop your music theory ability. You're basically at your own comfortable pace. And another thing about the United States in general is that it is a diverse, free country. Everyone who comes all over the world to the United States in Berklee College of Music are welcomed with open arms. They want to learn and they want to succeed the same. And everyone comes from different approaches.
The Berkeley community to me is everything to me. It's filled with amazing people, personality-wise, but also people's musicianship is amazing. People who are selected to be at Berkeley aren't only like fulfilled musicians who are great at harmony and everything. It's also people who have pure talent, especially in singers, even instrumentalists who play by ear. They don't necessarily have the theoretical skills, but that's why Berkeley is so amazing, because they choose people who literally just play by ear or who just have amazing voices, and they build people's theoretical skills and harmony skills and ear training skills from zero. By your fourth semester, you can see that wow, I'm actually good at theory. I didn't know I was good at theory, you know? So that's one really good thing I love about Berkeley. And they have amazing teachers. They bring amazing visiting artists for us. We have many big performance show opportunities. We have the recording studios. It's just an amazing place to be if you really love music. And I'm so grateful to be at Berkeley.
It's very exciting, sometimes competitive. People help each other a lot. It's very enthusiastic and passionate, very diverse, people from all over the world. I think mostly it's a very accepting place and a very welcoming place.
Well, as part of the global program is absolutely amazing. I'm loving it so much. It's only my second week here. I've never been in a huge music school like this before, so it's all really new. Something that I wonder sometimes when I'm walking around Berkeley is how many people are actually serious about making music here, you know, because I feel like a lot of people come here just to come here because it's like cool to be a musician.
That's so true.
But I also know there's a lot of people here that are really talented and really hardworking and want to be here. So I don't know. I think I'm really lucky in that.
It's my first semester here, so it's like a place for me to grow.
Yeah, and like, how do you feel about being here?
It's very worth it. I like the place. Boston is such a nice place, and I feel like it allows you to be a better musician because you're surrounded by people who are also talented as well. It's worth it.
One of the reasons I love teaching at Berkeley is that all the students have been auditioned, and that means they often have a very high level of baseline skills, good music theory, good players. So when I'm teaching my history of rock class, for example, I don't need to worry about whether I can use music theory terms. I can say, it goes to chord 4 in bar 5 of the 12-bar blues, and everyone in the room knows what I mean because they have, through a combination of knowledge they had before Berklee and what they learn here in their core studies, they develop a vocabulary, and because we all have this shared vocabulary, it means that the learning can be really terrifically accelerated. I have a lot of Chinese students, and one of the things that characterizes them is motivation. They worked hard to get here, and they work hard while they are here. I don't want to say that my Chinese students are any different from any other of my students. I treat everyone the same in class, and all of my students seem to me to be equally hardworking, motivated, and talented.
Yeah, I mean, it's like any other student, they want to work hard, they want to learn. That's really important for them, and that's what I judge it by. A lot of Asian students that I've worked with, and very nice people, and work very hard, which I appreciate, and they appreciate the music. Well, I think the thing with this is no matter what school you can get into, it doesn't matter, if it's easy or difficult, because, you have to do the work. There's a lot of hard work. No matter what level you're at, you keep getting better and better. I mean, there's plenty of schools where students who can get in very easily, but they don't last because of so much that's required of them. And others, it's different. So the bottom line is, no matter what, is the work that you put in and the time you put in.
I think that Berklee doesn't just select people who have money to come here. That is so not true. The people who are selected to be here may not be musicians in the sense of write out a lead sheet or they don't know all the harmony in the world, but they do select people who have potential and the raw talent that you need to be here. They're not going to select people who cannot sing. The rumor that is going on about Berklee selecting people who aren't musicians and just have money, and that's why Berklee that is not true, because there's so many people with talent who can afford to be here. Don't forget that Berklee gives out a lot of scholarships. When you're entering, if you have a really good voice but have no skills in ear training or theory, you can still get a scholarship just because you have a good voice or just because you played something by ear very well. I completely disagree with the rumor, and it's not even about agreeing or disagreeing. It's false. Like, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's false.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of people come to Berklee and don't necessarily come here because they're musically talented, but just because they maybe want some type of name recognition or something. I don't know. I'm not sure if I can even have an opinion on it, honestly.
I try not to pay attention to rumors on the internet. I go with the real world. All I see here at Berklee is highly motivated students who really want to work hard.
Every part of the world that we live in, including music, including everything, needs a very good part of marketing.
Yes.
And that's good, Without marketing nowadays, you can't do anything. So of course, I'm sure that there are parts of these rumors that probably belong to the marketing part. We cannot let this part of the exception, of the percentage, hide the rest of talented, because there's so many talented people, so many people that are not famous yet, that will be famous in the future for sure, that will come out of Berklee. Also, in music, it's very difficult to say this is good or this is bad. Because
it's not terribly difficult to get in, but you have to show some ability to learn how to play or to write. If you have passion for music, the admissions department looks at many things. They look at your potential for growth. They look at your experience, what your goal is, what thing do you want to do, and they want to see evidence that in high school that you know how to study and you have good personal skills so you can get along with people. Maybe you're not a great musician yet, but if you are very enthusiastic and you have a passion for learning and you're a nice person to be with, then that goes a long way.
Regardless of the rumors, I think that Berklee is still a good place for us to learn. Because personally speaking, from my experience, I learned a lot.
所以你眼中的伯克利是什么样子的呢？